Now the same concepts that apply to cleaning this living room area also applies to cleaning this bedroom and the master bedroom. So we're now going to talk to Carolyn, who's going to take us through the thought process of cleaning any of these rooms. You want to demonstrate in the master bedroom?
Sure. Well, first you want to high dust, make sure to get the corners, cobwebs, get in the corners. There. Dust all the molding and the door frames. But then when it comes to the window.
Now what about this guy here?
And this light, definitely dust the light. Get around there and kind of wipe it with maybe window cleaner or glass cleaner.
If there's like a bug on the inside, how do you get to it?
You have to take them apart. We take them apart and clean them and put them back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, and can't forget the vent either because it gets kind of nasty. And then we dust the blinds. We use fuzzy gloves to dust the blinds and wipe the windows with window cleaner and wipe the blinds. And then we work on the doors. Let's see, work on the doors, inside, outside. We probably want to wipe off the shelves just to make sure there's nothing on them in the closet. And then after the doors,
Walk us through how you clean a door.
I would use a regular cloth just to get most of the dust off if it's really dusty. And then use multi-purpose cleaner to just wipe the entire door down from top to bottom. If there's any marks or stubborn spots, a magic eraser or degreaser could probably get it off. Just wipe the nooks and crannies.
Great. This looks like a clean door. If there's marks on the door, where do you usually find the marks?
At the bottom, there's usually a lot of scuff marks.
Okay.
And things like that, and around the handle where people touch a lot, there's usually dirty marks.
That makes sense. All right, so after the doors, what?
And you want to work on the baseboards using degreaser and a magic eraser for the same kind of marks and scuffs. You want to do all the baseboards and sometimes marks get on the wall too in the door frames.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so then you want to vacuum the rug. And if there's any dirt that gets into the corners, like against the wall that you can't reach, then you'll use the other attachment to get in the corners and the parts you can't reach. And we wipe off the outlets as well.
What do you use to wipe those off?
Just multi-purpose cleaner and a cloth. I don't spray the actual outlet, just spray the cloth and wipe it. I think that's kind of dangerous.
Good idea.
And then, yeah, you vacuum out with beautiful carpet art, and then the outside door, of course. And yeah, there you go.
Now, you mentioned carpet art. What are you talking about?
Just, you know, I don't know how to explain carpet art.
So when you vacuum, do you make a design or just vacuum any old way?
You're trying to make a beautiful design on the rug.
Maybe when we come back we can see that. It sounds interesting, that carpet art. So you apply the same concept to both bedrooms and the living room?
And the living room as well. And the light is a little different in the living room, but yeah.
Thank you so much, Carolyn.
Yeah.
Team, what do you think? Okay, the only thing we didn't cover is just the stairs, the bottom area, and the bathrooms.
Right.
So, Megan, you want to talk us through?
Can I get my supplies in there? I want to show what supplies are needed.
Oh, you do a little extra. Okay. Okay, so, Megan, there's 2 bathrooms. How does one bathroom differ from the other?
This one is just a little bit larger. This is the master bathroom. And for the units that are on the end, they usually have a window and a set of blinds.
But other than that, it's basically the same principles.
Yes.
So take us through how you clean a bathroom. This is one of the more important parts of a house.
Okay, well, the first thing you do is high dust. if there's dust on the doors, you can use your high duster to dust the doors off.
Okay.
And then the second thing I do is turn on the water and turn on the shower head so I can wet the walls and the floor of the tub. And then I take the multi-purpose cleaner and spray that all on the walls, on the floor, and then take multi-purpose cleaner, and then I'll take the barkeeper's friend.
Now, barkeeper's friend, what may you also use if it's not barkeeper's friend?
Cream cleanser.
Okay, what do you do with that?
So with the barkeeper's friend, I sprinkle it all on the floor of the tub and then try to get it on the walls. And then I let that sit, and I spray down the toilet with the multi-purpose cleaner and put the toilet bowl cleaner on the inside underneath the rim. Yep. And then I spray down the sink and my mirror. My mirror is probably going to dry by the time I finish the tub, but I can spray it down anyway, respray it if it dries up. So the first thing I do is I'll take my shower brush and I'll scrub the walls and scrub the floor of the tub. And if there's still some stains or scum marks that won't come off, then I use the green pad to scrub those areas. I also use the green pad on the silver parts to get all the scum off, also on the shower head. And when I scrub the walls with the shower brush, I also want to scrub up here too because it's a lot of dust that settles. And then I turn on the shower head and let it rinse. And I also use this container here to fill with water. And when I pour it like on the ledge of the shower walls so that it'll force the dust to come down too. And that helps to rinse everything off. And so I let it air dry for a while, and I move over to my mirror and sink. And so I do my mirror first, and then I wipe down the sink. And sometimes you'll see some mold and mildew around the drain part.
Can that stuff come out?
Yes, it can. You can sprinkle a little barkeeper's friend on it, and then use your green pad. Sometimes you'll see some marks, like you can see some yellow marks behind here around the faucet, and it's hard to get just using your hands. And so what I like to do is use the green pad and use the putty knife and stick the putty knife in here and then just scrub it like that, and that'll help the yellow stuff to come off. Another thing that you can use in the sink part is the pumice stone, and that will help mold and mildew to come up too if the green pad doesn't work. So after I do top to bottom, the mirror, sink, I do the inside of the cabinets, just spray it with multi-purpose cleaner and spray the inside of the doors. And then also I spray the outside with multi-purpose too, because sometimes the doors are stained and have to wipe down the toilet paper roll. And so after I'm finished my sink, my bathtub is probably dried out. And so I just go over it again using the schmop covering. We have an actual schmop. I just put my hand in here like this and dry it by hand.
Okay.
I don't use the schmop.
But you can.
But you can use the schmop here. Okay. So after I dry it out and I make the silver parts all nice and shiny, then I move on to my toilet.
How do you make the silver parts nice and shiny?
Just use a multi-purpose cloth like this.
Okay.
So then I move on to the toilet, and I like to do the inside first, scrub it with the toilet brush, and if there's a ring like that, you can use the pumice stone right here. Use the pumice stone to get it out, and then from top to bottom. Oh, this is another thing. So the paper towel that you use to wipe down the mirror, use that same paper towel for the toilet. recycle.
Sounds efficient.
So then you wipe down the toilet from top to bottom. And so I start here, I get the seat, I get this part underneath. And then I also make sure I get the base all around.
Do some people miss that?
It gets missed sometimes. And then also this part here I get because there's a lot of dust that settles there. Yep, no still there. And so the next thing I do is wipe down the door. Something else that gets missed, I almost forgot. The outlet. It's a lot of dust that settles here. That gets missed, a lot of stains. So I wipe down the outlet using the Lysol wipes, or just put multi-purpose cleaner on a cloth and wipe it down. I also like to get the light switches too. So then I spray down the door with multi-purpose cleaner and get all the stains off. If there are any marks, and I'll use the magic eraser. And then after that, I do my baseboards. And
all the way around, even behind the toilet?
Yes.
And under the lip here?
Yes.
Okay. Is that missed sometimes?
Yep, sometimes it is. You'll find a lot of spider webs or hair and stuff, so it's good to get that part. And then I vacuum the floor and mop and I'm all done.
Now, are there things sometimes that don't come up with a vacuum or a mop?
Yes, so then we would use our putty knife to scrape anything off the ground that we need to.
What's another tool that helps in addition to a putty knife? Like maybe if there's paint on the ground?
Glue gun.
Okay, great. Anything else?